What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shooting bench. I just want to do a quick one today. I was scrolling through YouTube looking for some just crap to watch as you do, bored, day off, and I came across this short, and this guy was like, they're talking about what's the one thing you never do, what's the one thing you never build an AR out of, and that's polymer. And I can remember back in the late 90s when I was a young teenager, in the early 2000s. I can remember the first series of the GWAX style lowers. They weren't called GWAX at the time. They were called something else. If you follow the whole KP15, KE Arms, GWAX lawsuit, the history is explained there very well. Multiple videos have done. I'm not even going to talk about that. I am going to talk about the pitfalls of doing polymer lowers. So anything that is your standard receiver shape. So it needs a buffer extension, it needs a grip put on it, and the whole thing is reinforced ABS or some other high density, high impact rated polymer. I would not go do any of that with. In fact, I have this right here. I have this because just in case somebody's ever like, hey, we need to see this gun, I can be like, yeah, this gun doesn't exist anymore. Here's a serial number. I built an ATI Omni. That's what this is, an ATI Omni polymer lower. I went into my local gun shop in Virginia. The guys know me very well. They know I'm competent in what I do when it comes to building ARs, and these are people that I would consider more than business acquaintances. They're at the level of like friends. They laughed me out of the store when I bought this. I paid $48 for this, and I knew it was crap going into it. I'm not stupid, but this is the end result of me needing to build a compliance gun because I was going from Virginia to New York to do a shoot. And none of my firearms were New York State, banned state, communist state compliant with any of the laws. So fuck that. Threw together a lower and threw another barrel in my recce gun. In fact, there's pictures if you look up my Instagram, which is the shooting bench, same as the YouTube channel. There's pictures of a gun and it has the same camo on it still. That I hydro dipped it. I mean, I know it's shitty, but I made it look nice at least to go do the shoot. Back home with a bunch of friends, and this is the end result of it. So that gun's visible and viewable. But while I got this here, now I destroyed this. I just put it in a vise and pulled down on the one end, and you can see the fracture points. This is where they break when the receivers break. This is where they always break. If you have a high wear, and you can see here the serial number plate, you can see the reinforcing bar that is molded in. It's shit. But what you'll get is this from here down to here, cracks all the way through. Or they will crack clean off at the base right here. If you just take care of it. And that'll be just from normal shooting use. So I agree. You should never use a ATI Omni hybrid or ATI polymer product. In fact, anything ATI, as far as, I don't even care if it's an all metal gun. You're better off spending another $300 and getting like a Diamondback or MMP 15. For the guys that are doing, they're chasing weight, because that was kind of the premise of the video. They're chasing like the super lightest AR build, and that's where this came up. So, and I have a prime example. I was like, screw it, I can show. So that's why you don't use it. If you're gonna do an ultralight build such as this, which has a polymer lower, you want to run a monolithic lower, meaning it is all one piece. This is all integrated. This wrist is much thicker. The grip is molded in. That is the way you want to go. Full disclosure, This is the second one of these lowers personally that I've had. I've built 3 or 4 of these guns and sold them in not my store, but my boss's store is Consignment Guns. I'm a firm believer in lightweight, general use, practical accuracy fighting carbines. This is what that is for. Would I butt stroke somebody with this? Probably not. It is polymer. There are benefits to having a standard setup or an A1, A2 style setup that's just integrally stronger. And I have grenaded one of these lowers. I blew one of them up. In fact, the only thing left from the original build is the optic, the handguard, and the muzzle device. Everything else has been replaced. And the lower control. Lower controls. And that was it. I went with a different trigger, so I can't say the trigger survived. It did, but I used a different trigger in this one. I had it out of battery. I talked to Mr. Fagan, Russell Fagan, directly. Very, very nice guy over the phone. What you see on camera is what you get talking to him directly. They warranted it. I don't feel that this had anything to do with it. In fact, I'm not even mad that the lower blew up because how the lower failed. It blew out and away from me, blew the magazine down. You couldn't ask for a better catastrophic failure if you're going to have one. But warranty support's super good. In fact, I've talked to him on the phone 2 other times since getting this replaced about other things. Good guy. Really good product, too. I don't have any issues with it. There's no you can hear, there's no rattle slop. I mean, you hear the silent capture system a little bit in there, but other than that. But for the dudes chasing the super lightweight carbine, you can actually go shorter. You can do a 14.5 barrel with, your 1 3/4 inch muzzle device pin welded, and that will probably save you about another pound, close to a pound on weight. But if you're going to chase a lightweight build, KP15 lower is probably the best way to go. It balances well. Balances even better with a 14.5 barrel on it. I have a 14.5 upper that I've used on this, and it's super handy, super wieldable. But the way this gun's set up is just good for about 400 and in. Like, known great accuracy. Like, you're going to hit every single shot. 400 and in, this gun works. It's got a 5X Vortex on it. It's the lightest one they have. Basically, all I can do is tell you, just make sure you click into your stats, scroll down, and then write down the ounces of the part that you're going to put in. So my whole goal was to get a gun as light without using the carbon fiber handgun guard as the What Would Stoner do. I just don't think any handguard is worth $380 and up for a rifle length 14 to 15 inch carbon fiber handguard. I can't justify that on a handguard when you can get very close, same structural integrity, and close to the same weight out of an aluminum handguard. Now this is a billet. It's made out of the same thing as the upper, T7076 aluminum, and this came in at 0.4 ounces less or more, 0.4 ounces heavier than the carbon fiber handguard. So, and this cost me $120, vice $380. But yeah, if you're going to chase a lightweight build and you want to do polymer, because it's viable this day and age, as this is a non-structural, non-load bearing, non-pressure receiving portion of the gun. I mean, technically the upper doesn't receive any undue pressure force because it's all contained in the barrel, but that's a whole other conversation. This is an excellent polymer lower to go with. In fact, it's the only / best one on the market at this point in time. If you can get like a Gen 1, like an actual G-Wax, if you want to do some horse trading for somebody that's got one, I mean, they are kind of a collectible thing to some people. I mean, I would get one and build it and use it just to see how close the KP is to the G-Wax. Visually looking, they feel that they would like handle the same, but you never know till you actually put it on a gun and shoot it. But yeah, so that's the long and short of that. Just read your product descriptions and get your ounces. So this gun with a suppressor, with a light, loaded mag, green tips, this optic, and my D-ball on the end of it, it comes in at 9.7 pounds for a 16-inch rifle that is kitted out the same way you would kit out an M4 carbine. So night vision equipable, 400, 500 yard gun, weighs less than 10 pounds with a 16-inch barrel, 9.7 pounds. I will take that all day. So, anyways, as always, don't trust your government. Don't believe what you see on the TV. Question everything, and read the Constitution. So, other than that, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your weekend, and get out there and shoot and train. Have a good one.